Get Ripple, the bright new drink with that ring-a-ding flavor. Ripple.
And go.
Hi.
Hello there.
I didn't do my homework.
You know, you've had a few weeks off. I don't know if I should be giving you any more excuses.
Well, if you give me a raise, maybe I'll do more.
Okay.
Although, what's a raise up from absolutely nothing?
I was just going to say I'll double your pay.
You did buy me Taco Bell, so
I
that's
did.
something.
Like $2 worth.
Actually, it's from the dollar menu, so...
Oh, so you owe me another $1? Or I mean, I owe you another $1?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm doubling your pay.
Oh, man.
So we are recording.
We are. I don't have a story for... Actually, you know what I do have? I have a bunch of little stories for you, but I don't have my story.
We're going to call this the BS episode.
It is.
And we're just...
That's
you
our
know...
entire podcast is the BS podcast. I bet somebody has that.
Probably, yeah. This is going to be the getting to know us.
Oh, it is?
How we are in real life. Just us bullshitting with each other.
Okay.
And if we had a Patreon, this could be like a Patreon episode. But I guess you have to have listeners to have a Patreon.
Yeah, that's kind of a essential part of having a Patreon.
But we're still drinking. We're still recording.
Yes, we are.
We're doing our own thing.
Yeah. So, what do you want to talk about?
Well, we're almost in August. We have a couple more days until August, and August is the month of my birth.
It is.
So don't forget that. I will be 31.
Did you forget for a second?
You really believe I'm going to be 31?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That would make me the younger sister.
It would.
Yeah, so my birthday's in a few days.
What are you going to do?
I think I just want to go out and have some drinks.
That is, I mean, isn't it crazy how something that simple is like so special now since we haven't been able to do it for an entire year?
Well, and I was just going to say, I want to do it before everything gets shut down again.
No, I don't think people are going to do it. People aren't going to want to shut down. No, but I don't.
Not.
I really don't think people are going to comply.
People are getting very angry already. And
Yep.
It's not a fun situation.
Well,
we don't talk politics on this show.
Yeah, but you go have your drink.
Okay.
Where do you want to go?
I really like this place called Twisted Oak.
Oh.
Have you been there?
I think so. In Agora?
There is one in Agora, but I like the one in Camarillo.
Oh, I didn't even know there was one in Camarillo. I went to the one in Agora.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I just kind of like stumbled upon it. I was out there with some friends, and we went to a CrossFit competition, and then we just like Googled what's the nearest place to get beer. And it was really fun.
No, the one in Camarillo is fantastic. I've been only a few times now, but they have a great outdoor patio, and it's fun. They have great drinks, good appetizers.
Nice.
Sometimes they have live music. So yeah, I'll let you know, and then we'll go out and celebrate.
Okay.
Any big plans for you?
Down. No, I'm just trying to survive right now.
Yeah, you have a lot on your plate.
Yeah, because, and I was thinking about this too. Here's something we can talk about of getting to know us is how much crap we don't say no to.
That's could be the name of this podcast.
It really should, because that's my entire life, and I know you're the same way. But I have this like, because my birthday is coming up in a month, and my new birthday resolution is going to be to not agree to stuff anymore.
Good luck with that.
Because I am like, I think it's like a need for validation to like feel important and worthy. To be like, yeah, I can do that.
Well, it's a need for validation.
I can take on that job.
But I feel like it's also a need to please.
Well, I think that's kind of one and the same.
Yeah?
I think so. Yeah. A little bit of both. And like just to constantly stay busy, to feel like you're being productive and doing something.
Yeah.
But I've gotten to the point where like I literally have no social life right now. I can't do like the simplest thing of just going out to get a drink. There's no way I could do that right now. Like even getting me here right now to record this podcast, because I've taken on so much stuff that I didn't need to take on. And a lot of it's, I mean, yeah, some of it is paying jobs, but a lot of it's volunteer work. And it's like, I don't need to do that much.
That's all mine. Mine are all volunteer. I don't get paid for
Most of the stuff
Most of the stuff I agree to. I'm the schedule person for all like school events for
Why would you do that?
Because no one else would step up. And I'm like,
I mean, okay, so I'm not saying this to be mean, but anybody who knows Rosa, she would be the last person you would pick to schedule events.
I will schedule all of the fun events. I schedule everything. I sent it out to everyone. But then if you ask me what I'm doing tomorrow, I'll forget that I scheduled that event.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah. But yeah, I made a whole document. I text messaged it to all the parents so we could have summer play dates. Oh, yeah.
That sounds awful.
Then I'm committed to those days and those times on top of all the other crap I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where that comes from. It's probably some deep-rooted childhood trauma that we both have. But anyway, at least we're not boring, right?
No. We've always got something to do.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean it's the something that we want to do.
No. But yeah, where do we go from here? Do you want to talk about Amazon purchases, or do you want me to tell you some stories, or what do you want to do next?
Amazon purchases?
Yeah, we were talking about it on the way over here.
Oh, just like late night scrolling purchases.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Okay, so Angela and I both get insomnia every so often. I think most people do. And the worst thing you can do is pick up your phone because it has that blue light.
You know, okay, speaking of, I heard the other day that that's a myth.
Oh,
That's,
really?
Like, I mean, TikTok told me.
Oh, well, TikTok told me to buy the Adderall, so.
Okay, I think you have to clarify. You didn't buy actual Adderall.
Oh, no, I bought herbal Adderall. Gummies.
It's like some sort of, I forgot what it's called, but it's like a supplement from Now.
That's the one you bought.
Yeah. Well, that's the one I saw on TikTok.
It's some mineral vitamin thing that's supposed to work like Adderall.
Mm-hmm.
And we both bought it because Angela and I both have like major ADD and need to focus and need more energy. And so we're kind of doing a science experiment to see if it works for us.
It's fun.
I mean, sure, why not? But yeah, so when we do have that insomnia, you know, we'll pick up phones and start scrolling Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. And you know how you get those like marketed
sales
I know. Pitches? We've both bought things off of that. And so one of the things that I bought recently that I have not received yet, it goes by the, I guess, nickname of Boo, B-O-O. It's Black Origin Organics, I think it's called. And it kind of looks like activated charcoal. It's like a powder, and you're supposed to either put it in your water and drink it, or you're supposed to make like a face mask of it.
What does it do?
Or you're supposed to like make a foot bath, like put it in water, and it's supposed to rid your body of parasites.
Oh, okay. That's interesting that you say that, because I have been getting a lot of targeted TikToks, however that algorithm works, of people eating papaya seeds. Have you seen that?
What does that do for you?
Rids you of parasites.
See, what the hell?
I don't know. So, okay, so you think you have parasites in your face.
Oh, I think I have parasites in my body.
And this is going to get rid of them.
Yes.
Why don't you just like go to the doctor and get parasite medicine?
I don't know, because I want to
Get
like
some dewormer.
sift through my own poo.
Oh my God, you're going to do that?
No, absolutely not. But some people do.
That's what they do with the papaya seeds. Like I saw the same thing. It was like people taking out those, they're kind of big.
Like liver flukes.
What the hell?
Oh no, I've gone down the biggest wormhole.
What is a liver fluke?
A parasite that resides in your liver.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. We need to figure this out. Because first off, where are we getting these parasites? Is it just from anything, everything? Is it from sushi? I feel like it's from sushi.
Probably part of it, yeah. But it's also just the food you eat, period. I mean, or so they say. Some people believe that they're actually ingesting the parasites when you eat or drink that stuff.
Oh, no. And you're still going to do it?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Okay. So where does this stuff come from?
Canada.
Oh, okay. Do we trust Canada?
Canada
I feel
has
like it's fairly trustworthy.
Yeah, they have much stricter FDA regulations.
Yeah, but is this even regulated?
It is.
Oh.
I did look into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think you have parasites, and you're going to pull them out of your face and your feet.
And my poop.
And your poop.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to need to report back on what worms are coming out of you.
Okay. That'll
because
be my homework.
Or you could do a TikTok account and just tell us all about it, because people are getting some serious views on these parasite videos when they eat the papaya seeds.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll just make a TikTok account for my parasites.
like, I don't know.
Parasite TikTok.
They're
Hashtag.
talking about some serious worms coming out of them, but I'm not sure if I believe it.
What do you think they are?
I think they're faking it. I think they're doing it for the views.
But
or
wait.
doing it for the clout, as the Gen Zers say.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
No, we're not going to say clout.
Okay.
So you think the worms that they're showing are fake?
Yeah.
What are they?
I don't know. Spaghetti.
Ew. Gross.
I don't know. But, like, I don't know. I feel like if you have worms,
Mm-hmm.
like, you probably have some symptoms and stuff, and you just, like, go to the doctor and get some
Okay.
heartworm medicine.
But
or
you
whatever.
know me, heartworms.
put it in a little cube of cheese, and you'll never
come
even
sit.
know.
in a
Am I screwing with the microphone right
okay.
now?
You're fine.
Okay.
Put it in one of those pill pops, pill pockets.
Wrap it in some deli meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do it.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want to hear about some of my Amazon purchases?
I do.
Okay.
Your late
So
night shopping.
This is what TikTok made me buy. Have you heard of electric daisies? Did I tell you about this already?
You started to.
Okay.
Let's hear the Electric Daisy story.
So,
Because Electric Daisy sounds like a really cool band name.
I think Electric Daisy is like a name of a big time rave.
Oh my gosh, I think you're right.
Yeah. So these are called like electric daisies or electric buttons. And there's this bar in Las Vegas, and I forgot the Chandelier. Have you ever heard of the Chandelier?
No.
I don't know. There's a million bars in Vegas.
Yeah, what hotel is it in?
I don't remember. But it's like a fancy bar, and it has like one of those speakeasy door entrances,
Cool.
which like a lot of them have now. It's like, But I mean, it is still kind of cool. So they have this one cocktail that's supposed to be their like most popular
Sought after
cocktail, even though it's not on the menu, but whatever. And it's called, it's like a lemongrass thing. No, lemon verbena.
Verbena?
Verbena?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love that smell.
Regardless, it's like a cocktail that I think it has some whiskey in it and some ginger and some lemon. And then they top it. This is the most important part. They top it with this like little daisy that kind of looks like a chamomile flower.
Okay.
But like the little yellow part in the middle, the button part, is bigger, and the petals are smaller, if that makes sense.
Sure. Like, okay. Like those little like weeds you find in the grass. They're like
dandelions?
Nope.
I don't know. They're little yellow flowers.
Okay, got it.
And so you take this flower, and you're supposed to kind of chew on it and like rub it all over your mouth and like kind of coat it.
Like what we did with magic berries.
Exactly. And I don't know if you spit it out or swallow it or or whatever.
Because we're 12.
But after that, it's supposed to make you like a super taster, and everything that you
That's
taste.
like magic berries.
Well, no, magic berry. Well, kind of, because magic berries.
They made everything sweet.
Right. So they took everything that was like bitter and made it taste sweet.
So Angela and I ordered magic berries when, gosh, how many years ago was that?
Oh
like
my God,
10,
so many
12
years
years ago. And I don't even remember where we ordered them from, but we got
like eBay or something.
Yeah, because I don't think Amazon was like doing a 2-day Prime type thing.
No, I don't think that existed yet.
So we ordered these things called magic berries. And
Miracle berries. That's what they're
yes,
called.
You're so right. Yes,
I was
miracle
trying
berries.
to remember like what the real name
Miracle
of it
berries
was, but I don't remember.
And they had, I guess, YouTube videos, some kind of videos. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I don't remember how we found out about it.
Of people like eating all this random weird stuff, but saying how amazing it tasted because of the miracle berries. People would be like eating like bites of lemon and saying it tasted like like lemonade or lemon drop
Yes.
candy, or drinking stout beer. And I mean, it was weird. We totally did it, and it was super fun. It was super
I
weird.
think I still well, not from the time we bought it 10 years ago, but I think I do have some right now. If you want a flavor trip again.
Let's do it.
So what was some of the stuff? We ate like cream cheese, and it tasted like cream cheese frosting. Lemons were like the best. Lemons and oranges.
Lemons were the best.
So anything really acidic tasted really sweet.
But I think we tried Tabasco sauce or some kind of hot sauce.
Yeah. Oh, salt and vinegar chips tasted like the kettle corn.
It was
like
just
kettle corn
It was a
flavored
total
chips.
mind fuck. It was weird.
It was.
Okay, keep going about magic buttons.
Oh, yeah. We were still talking about that. Okay, so yeah, it's supposed to just intensify all the flavors. So I bought the seeds for them, and now I have to grow them. So I don't know.
So you have to grow the flowers.
I know. I should have just bought some. Maybe I will buy some dried one, too, so we can try that.
Yeah, because
we'll
do they grow in California?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We can grow them here, but I don't really want to wait that long. So maybe I'll just buy some flowers and we can try it.
Let's
do
that.
50 cents a flower.
Oh.
Dude, I'm going to be so rich when I grow all these.
Totally.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny is I remember when we found out about the miracle berries.
And we tried to buy miracle berry plants.
Oh, yeah, and they died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was kind of sad. Maybe I'll try that again. But you were still living at your old house, and I remember, I don't know why I have this memory, but we were probably because it traumatized me forever.
What are you talking about?
But we had looked something up on YouTube. And then we went down this like whole rabbit hole because, like YouTube suggests another video and then another video. And then like there's little suggested videos off to the side and you click on those. Do you remember some of these YouTube rabbit holes we went down?
About miracle berries?
No, but like weird relationships. Do you remember that?
No.
We went down this whole rabbit hole of like these women. And this is no shame, but this is freaking weird. And you know what? Yeah, it is. This is weird. That we're like breastfeeding their like 12-year-old kids.
I
remember that?
have a total mental block against this.
Really? Oh no, we're like, and it was like moms and daughters that still showered together as adults.
What?
Yeah.
Are you sure this was me?
Yes. We were watching this, and I think it was like clips from TLC shows.
Oh, when they had all those weird shows.
Yeah, and My Strange Addiction, and there was that lady who
that ate foam.
Yes,
from her mattress.
You do remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What made you think of that? Just weird shit we've done together?
Well, I was trying to remember where we found out about miracle berries, and I think we saw it on like a YouTube rabbit hole one day.
Oh. Yeah, because how else would we have found out about
I don't know. I don't remember.
Speaking of weird rabbit holes, I do, GISH every year, the Greatest Internet Scavenger Hunt.
Oh, yeah.
And it's this weekend. The list drops tomorrow.
How are they going to do it? Because I know last year they had to do it like all COVID
friendly.
Mm-hmm. What are they doing this year? Have they said?
No. I think they're doing probably a little bit of both, I'm guessing. But it's going to be fun. So for those of you that have never heard of GISH before, it's so ridiculous and fun. But there is a list of probably 150 different items that have to be completed. And you're on a group of, I think, 10 or 12 people. And some you may have met before, some you have never met, depending on, your group. And it tells you to do funny and crazy things, and a lot of the things are for good, like start a lending library in your neighborhood, and a lot of the things are crazy, like take a picture of a stormtrooper doing a household chore. So,
and you to win or participate or whatever, you're supposed to take pictures of all of these things. And do you send it in or post it somewhere?
You send it in to, you submit according to your team. And then you can judge. So you can sign up. They call it to Harsh. And I can't remember what HARS
stands for something.
Yeah. Anyways, you can sign up to judge. And so you can see other people's submissions.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really fun. There is a team that wins. And they get awarded points. And the prizes are usually pretty extravagant. Like a trip to, I don't know, Antarctica or something like that.
Oh.
And I'm just thinking Antarctica because I finished watching Atypical last night.
Oh.
But it's, you know, like a cool trip somewhere.
Yeah.
And one of the guys is from the TV show Supernatural that started it. I didn't watch that show. I thought that was a weird show. It was like two brothers that were like...
Are they like mediums or something like that?
They like found like werewolves and I think stuff.
Okay.
But they had a very homosexual incestual relationship, like the couple episodes.
Really?
Well, not in real life, like not like
but
on
like
the
on the show.
No, not on, like, just that's
like it gave you that, like the Property Brothers.
That's yes, exactly like the Property Brothers. Like it kind of gave me that vibe. Like, and I know so many people that love that show, but I've watched like 2 episodes and I'm like, I cannot get through this. Are these guys lovers? They're brothers, but it's weird. But one of the guys from the show, he is the one that started GISH.
Okay.
And it's for a great cause. It really is.
What's the cause?
They pick a different one every time.
Oh, okay,
but a
cool.
lot of the time it's like feeding people that are hungry or... I mean, are you hungry? Because they might feed you.
I wonder. Okay, do you remember his name? The guy
On the TV show? Or
who
like,
did the
the actors'
Yes.
names? No, I just know Sam and Dean or their names on the show.
Okay.
Why?
I was trying to remember. There was an actor, and I feel really bad now, who after our house burned down in the Thomas fire, he sent us a bunch of stuff.
For real?
For real. Yeah, I'm going to have to look it up.
It was probably him.
Is he local?
I don't know.
This guy was like from Thousand Oaks or something. And he sent us a bunch of like his shoes for Adam. And like he paid our...
Oh, wait, you guys specifically?
Well, I think he gave it to a bunch of people, but like we specifically got his shoes.
Like his used shoes?
Yeah.
Well, that's weird. Like,
well, I mean, he's a celebrity. He probably wore them like one time. He was like super famous. Anyway, I'll have to look that up and bring it up later because that was pretty cool of him to do that.
Whoever.
I have a block against his name. I've had to look it up so many times. I don't know why. I just can't remember it. But it's kind of funny that you brought up the...
Misha Collins?
No.
Oh, that's who started GISH.
Okay, different
Misha
person.
Collins.
But speaking of incestual relationships, have you followed on Instagram Siblings Are Dating?
No, I don't want to see this.
You do. It is hilarious.
Wait, I kind of feel like now you've sent me this before.
I have sent it to you, and it ruins your life every time you look at it because it's literally just a bunch of couples, and I've actually submitted photos of people, but
shut up. Of who?
It's no one I know personally.
Oh, okay.
But I just saw it. I'm like, what the hell?
Siblings Are Dating.
Okay.
I mean, that is kind of a fun game.
It's really fun. So you go on, and it's just literally what it sounds like. It's a bunch of couples, or not necessarily couples. It's a bunch of people, 2 people, in a photo. And it's just like whatever, taking a selfie or out to dinner or whatever. And in the photo, you can't quite tell if they are siblings or dating,
just based on their body language or how they're positioned.
Or like, there's like those couples that like look way too much alike.
Oh, well, they say the longer you date, the closer you start looking. I mean, like when you start looking like your dog.
But this is like more extreme than that. So do you have your phone on you?
I do.
Look it up.
Okay.
And you go to the stories and you can vote.
Oh, fun.
And then they tell you the answers, and it's just like, it's so, I don't know. It like ruins your day, but at the same time, it's like a train wreck you can't look away from. It's pretty entertaining.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Sorry, I just burped right into the mic.
Well, this is a picture of Justin Bieber.
Wait, let me see.
Isn't it? That's Justin Bieber.
Maybe that's just one to just for fun. But doesn't he look like that chick, whoever she is?
His wife?
Is that his wife?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, keep going. Oh, yeah, you do. I had to scroll through like 12 pictures to get to it first.
Oh, yeah. So it has like the couple, and then as you scroll through, they zoom in like on their eyes, on their teeth, and then like random funny shit in the background. So what do you think?
Okay, so on the couple now that's on there, the guy with the M necklace.
Yeah.
I said siblings. What did you say?
I said dating.
Oh, so what's the answer? Dating. You were right.
Oh, but 64% of the people thought they were siblings.
See, I was one of those.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
anyway,
that's fun.
That's a fun time killer. If you ever want to like scroll through that instead of buying random shit on Amazon. Do you want to hear some of my stories?
Yeah, tell me some stories.
Okay. I'll just read you the title and then you tell me which ones you want to hear more about.
Okay.
So, the Oakview man who faces charges for attempted murder after shooting at a Ventura County Firehawk helicopter.
Oh,
Do you know about that?
no.
Okay. Well, that's one.
Okay.
A man arrested in connection with a shooting that killed an 18-year-old woman and seriously wounded a 19-year-old social media influencer.
I heard about that.
You did hear about that?
Vaguely.
We can go into any one of these, so you just let me know.
I want to hear about the man shooting at the helicopter.
Okay, so this is another one that sent me into like a deep dive on the interwebs. So this is from the Ventura County Star, and this just happened like last week, I think. It was an Oakview man who faces possible charges for attempted murder, which I already said. So the helicopter and its crew was conducting a nighttime training near Lake Casitas when they were fired upon from the ground. The pilot took evasive action. I don't think that's the right word, and avoided being hit by gunfire, according to the Ventura County Sheriff's Office. A vehicle driving at a high rate of speed was identified as the suspect vehicle. The helicopter followed the vehicle to the 200 block of Olive Street in Oakview. The driver got out of the vehicle and again opened fire on the helicopter with a handgun, according to the Sheriff's Office. And then he tried to flee the area.
Why was he doing that?
That's a very good question. So eventually they caught him. Like they had a large law enforcement presence, and that included a SWAT team, sheriff's dogs, additional helicopters responding to the area searching for the shooter. After several hours, the man was located and taken into custody. He was booked into the Ventura County Jail, blah, blah, blah. So, okay. It's really weird. So I saw all of this, and I think on Facebook they listed his name and his mugshot. So as you do, I of course looked him up on Facebook.
Absolutely.
And then I started looking at his story or like his timeline or whatever, and it was like, oh, so sorry for your loss, all this stuff. I'm like, that's a really weird thing to say for somebody getting arrested, you know? And it turns out they were referring to his wife. So about a month or so earlier, his wife, who I also clicked on her Facebook and looked at her stuff, she passed away unexpectedly. Oh. And there really wasn't any detail, whether it was an accident, whether there was like, I don't know, drugs involved. Who knows? This is all speculation. But either way, she was only like 34.
Oh, wow.
They had a couple kids together. I think they have like 2 girls. And so she died somehow, some way.
Suddenly.
I mean, way too young. They have he's now a single dad with these 2 girls. And people are saying he just lost his mind.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it's really, really
that.
sad. I know. Happy times BS story.
Yay.
So who knows? I mean, of course, there's always the people on Facebook who are like, oh, he was a druggie, you know, all that stuff. But they're going to say that about anyone and everyone. But it was weird, and I'm curious to hear more about it. Like, what are you thinking? Like, shooting at a helicopter? Why?
Yeah, I mean, was
so
he
weird.
Thinking the helicopter was
Who knows?
Hurt him? I don't know. Yeah, what was going through his mind?
So
let me ask you if you do this, because this is something that I do frequently. So if I'm on, Facebook or whatever, and someone posts something like, oh, my brother passed away 6 years ago, or my best friend just died, and they put the person's name, do you ever look for those like obituary stories?
all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I was crazy.
No, always.
I don't know these people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the people at all. And I have to do some serious digging to find out, because I want to know what happened.
Well, and that's the kind of frustrating thing too, is because obviously it's really sensitive, and a lot of people don't want to talk about those final moments, because it's hard.
Sure.
But sometimes it's really, I don't know if it's important to know, or I don't know. I just feel like, especially when it's somebody who's young, I'm like, what the hell happened? Because this is another. You want to hear how weird I am?
Well, let's see if it's the same.
Donlin Road
Okay, yeah.
in Somas.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
So I drive on that road all the time.
There's crosses or something there?
There is. There's a tree that like clearly was on fire. Like it's all black. That's like all burned up, all of the brush around the side of the ditch and everything. And there's a cross and there's a name on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, who was that person?
So did you look it up?
Mm-hmm.
And you found it?
And I found the story. I found the news story of the accident. I found the person's like Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, I don't know. Why am I so weird? Like, it's not normal.
I don't. Maybe.
Or are we both weird?
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't think a lot of people do that. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
I have to find out. And it's rare that I actually find out what really happened because, like you said, people don't really talk about it. But I always want to know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if it was a suicide or if it was an overdose or if it was a car accident or if it was a murder, or I want to know what happened. And not like that's going to do anything.
No.
But I want to know.
Yeah. And I mean, at the same time, like, I feel like it was in a kind of a way. No, not really. I was going to say it's kind of nice, like, to, like, oh, you know, this was a real person. This is, like, real life. Like, she had these friends and family and everything, which makes me sad. But at the same time, it's, like, giving her some recognition in a way. But it's really just feeding my morbid curiosity.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Am I a terrible person or what?
We're just curious people.
Oh, speaking of curious, here's another TikTok thing that I sent you. I don't know if you remember. I sent it to you a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Crime scene cleanups.
Oh, yes. How do you feel about those? We've never really talked about this.
No.
But I know that I follow crime scene cleanups on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You follow crime scene cleanups on Instagram.
I do.
We watch these.
Yes.
What do you feel about them? I cannot look away.
I'm the same way. But it's really interesting because obviously they have to.
Oh, wait, let's explain it first.
Yeah, you go.
Okay, so it's this company that gets called in when someone has passed away in a house or a hotel room or wherever, and they have to come and rip out the carpet and the flooring or repaint the walls or whatever. And a lot of the time, the people that have passed away have maybe no family or that they have lived with.
They've been there a while.
So they've been decomposing. Is that okay? And okay.
Yeah.
They've been decomposing for quite a while on the floor. Or sometimes it's like one I saw recently was a suicide in a hotel room. And they had to clean up, you know, because it's a hotel room.
It's so creepy.
But they don't obviously show the bodies.
Right.
But they definitely show where the body was.
Yeah. Why are we like this?
I don't know. But we're obviously not the only ones because there's quite a few people that follow those accounts.
Yeah. And it's interesting because, you know, like you hear about like ER doctors and nurses and firefighters and these people who can come up with like jokes and stuff around these like terrible, horrible situations. Mm-hmm. They are that way. Like they make these jokes to each other and stuff while they're doing it. Not in a disrespectful way.
No, it's just almost a coping mechanism.
Yeah, I know there's a terminology for it. It's like a certain kind of sense of humor.
Mm-hmm. But
they definitely have that. And it's weird. Like it's this weird balance because they still stay
professional.
Professional. I mean, depending on your definition. I mean, yeah, I would say they're still professional. Mm-hmm. But they do kind of tease each other. If you watch their videos, it's weird. It's like this weird balance.
Yeah, it's a job I could not have. I could not do.
Not at all. I couldn't. And they had this whole series of this one guy who was like getting trained, and they talk about like the certain smells that they encounter and like the certain like maggots and what those maggots are. And so it is like almost educational.
Well, it's a science for sure, especially if it's a crime scene.
Yeah.
Because they do, you know, they collect those bugs and stuff. And I mean, depending on, maybe I've watched too many episodes of CSI, but, you know, they see how old the bugs are. And
right, to know how long they've been decomposing. That's so weird. Why are we like this?
I don't know. And I don't know very many other people that are like that.
Oh, well, maybe everybody is, and they just don't say it.
Maybe. I do. Do you want to tell me another story?
Okay.
Read me another news story.
You heard about the
Sounds
TikTok
like you're going to
star.
tell me a joke. Have you heard about the...
Ooh, this one's interesting, and this one isn't nearly as, like, disturbing, okay?
Okay.
So this is from space.com, and it's about lucid dreaming, which did you do that episode? I think you did.
I did.
Right? I did one about sleepwalking, the guy who murdered people in his sleep.
Maybe
Or so he says.
Lucid
I think you did
dreaming.
lucid
I
dreaming.
may have done lucid dreaming.
Okay. So why is space.com talking about lucid dreaming? They're talking about lucid dreaming because they're saying that a lot of alien abduction stories come from people who are really lucid dreaming.
Oh.
Does that kind of make sense?
Maybe that's their way of coping with what happened to them.
See, that's more likely, I think, because so they're saying like the whole story is about this experiment that they conducted where they influenced people's dreams. They're like telling them all this stuff before they fall asleep, which I mean, I think everyone has that. We're like, oh, if you think about this right before you fall asleep, it ends up in your dream.
I had a dream last night about one of my friends that passed away because I had been talking about that friend earlier in the day.
Right, for sure. That's how dreams work. So then they're like saying because we proved that if you talk about alien abductions right before you fall asleep, you're going to have dreams about alien abductions, that really people who say that they were abducted by aliens were really just dreaming, but they were in a lucid dream state.
I don't buy it.
Yeah.
Nope. I think you know when you're dreaming, even if it seems super real.
Well, isn't that what lucid dreaming is?
Super real.
No, that you know you're dreaming.
Yeah, and you can control it a lot of the time.
So they're saying that these people were able to control things that were going on in their dream, but they didn't know that it was just a dream.
Nope. I say no.
Okay, so let me see if there's anything else in this article that like had that part. Yeah, so I don't know. Do you remember back in like maybe like the early 2000s, there was all of these people making claims that aliens had put like metal in them, like metal chips in like the back of their necks and stuff?
Yes, and they could feel it.
Yeah. What was that all about? That kind of just disappeared, huh? Do you remember seeing that? It was like
And I feel like people
prime
would,
time
yeah,
in-depth story. They cut these little metal things out of people's necks.
What made you think of that?
Because of alien abductions. Because
Oh,
I'm like, you
okay.
can't lucid dream a metal chip in the back of your neck.
Yeah. I don't know.
If I were lucid dreaming, I think I would like somehow avoid the anal probe. 'Cause can't you kind of control your dreams if you're lucid dreaming?
I wouldn't want that.
And why do aliens always do that?
Like
What's up there that they want to know about?
I feel like if I were an alien and I wanted to like examine something, like sticking like a rod in a mouth would be an easy thing to do. Not an asshole. I mean,
don't know.
right?
I don't know.
Open. I don't know. Speaking of Instagram again, have you seen Britney's
I had a
posts?
Britney story on here too.
Oh, well, start with that.
Okay, wait. Do you want to talk about her post first?
Okay, so a million years ago, I did the story on the whole like Instagram conspiracy conservatorship story. And since then, a lot has changed. She's, actually spoke with a judge and she's still trying to fire her father. And her Instagram account has kind of taken a different turn lately where
She's got her boobies out.
she's got boobies out, like topless pictures with just like little stars on her nips, or like video of her like dancing around topless and whatnot. I still don't think it's her posting these. I really don't.
Well, it's kind of interesting because you can tell that they were taken the same day as the whole Rose series or whatever, the Rose Project.
Yeah, she's wearing the same outfit and same background
without the top.
Right.
Yeah, it's like they were definitely taken at the same time.
It's not. I don't think she has access to her account. I don't even know if she knows she has that an account. I really don't.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I mean, this is like super old now, but what did you think of her whole, whatever it was called, where she talked before the judge statement?
I mean, I think it was good she got to voice her opinion and finally got to speak out for herself. I think it's disgusting that someone is forcing birth control on her.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. Oh, I had a theory about that. Okay, so, and this is just like kind of playing devil's advocate because I always tend to do that, but if she's on some kind of medication for her mental state, for her mental well-being, like a mood stabilizer or something like that, aren't there a lot of medications that could seriously affect pregnancies? So they want to make sure that you do not get pregnant while you're taking this medication, or am I making that up? I feel like I've heard of that. I was going to look it up, but I forgot.
I don't know about who knows what she's on, but I do know that there are medications that will affect with pregnancy. Like, I have a friend who was on Accutane a million years ago, and she wasn't even having sex at the time, but they made her get on birth control.
Yeah.
Because of the birth defects that Accutane could cause.
Yeah. So I was wondering if maybe that's why they would have her on birth control.
It's possible.
So, I mean, who knows? The other thing, too, that I think is kind of not going to help her is that she said she would refuse any more psych evaluations.
Yeah. Refusing shouldn't have been the word she used. I think she should have said, like, maybe, bi-weekly or weekly or whatever. Like, maybe if she didn't want to go as many times as they were making her go.
How often were they making her go?
I don't know, a few times a week.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought she was implying that, like, the person that was seeing her was biased and wasn't doing, like, a fair evaluation. Because I would think in that circumstance, you would just ask the judge to have a different, completely
evaluator.
Yeah, unrelated evaluator who could give a fair assessment and not be paid off. So, because if she won't do an evaluation at all, then that doesn't really give the judge that many options.
Right.
So.
Crazy this, though. But her Instagram account's going crazy. It's not her posting. I'm convinced.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it ever was. So. Yeah. Oh, did you want to hear the TikTok conspiracy?
Yes.
Totally unrelated.
Absolutely.
Okay, and this is from TikTok user Bobby Curtis Lee. Excuse me. So she says, Britney, this is like a totally different conspiracy, like not even related to anything that we've talked about before.
I'm here for it.
She says Britney was hired by the federal government to do reckless things to distract from what was really going on. So when she got married, remember when she got married for like 55 hours in Vegas?
Oh, right. Not to Kevin, but to the other guy.
That was the same day that George Bush was named to be involved in a huge CIA scandal. Okay. The day before the midterm election, which was like I don't remember. I probably wasn't even old enough to vote way back then. Like apparently there was like a super big deal midterm election around that time. That was the same day that Britney and Kevin Federline announced that they were splitting up.
Okay.
And then when Bush announced the reformation of Al-Qaeda was the same day that she shaved her head.
So she's been working for or with the government all this time.
That's what they're saying. That's what this conspiracy is stating, that she was doing all of those crazy things because she was such a huge name and had such a huge influence
to distract.
That it would distract. Yep.
So is this related to COVID somehow?
Oh. No, I think COVID, well, I think COVID's the distraction. I think that's what's supposed to make you look left. And we go, old Kansas City shuffle.
This is the one. What?
I have another story for you.
Okay. Okay, tell me your other story.
Okay, so here's another going down the rabbit hole of the internet thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you have your computer, like, can you go on the internet right now? Are you logged into the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Go to bitelabs.org. And I don't even know how I found this. I don't even know if it's real, but you have to look this up. So bitelabs.org, I'll read you a little bit about it. And so it says, like, when you first click on it, it has this whole thing, the introduction that says, we start with top quality ingredients and time-honored recipes for the creation of fine cured meats, right? Sounds
I'm looking
great.
at it.
Charcuterie. We mix celebrity and animal meats grown in-house through a proprietary culturing process into curated salami blends, starting with the biopsied myoplast cells. We grow our healthy, rich meats in Bite Lab's own bioreactors. Our process yields high-quality luxury protein in a sustainable manner that eliminates the environmental and ethical concerns associated with traditional livestock production. You're laughing.
I'm reading the celebrities I can
Eat? The celebrities you can eat?
Uh-huh.
Why don't you read us some?
Well, do you want to have some James Franco, some Jennifer Lawrence, some Kanye West, or Ellen DeGeneres?
Okay, if I had to pick, I'm going to go with Kanye.
Kanye. You want some Kanye salami? So it says, Kanye West, always push the boundaries in taste. The Kanye salami will pull no punches. Heavy and boldly flavored. Pure Kanye West meat will blend with rich, coarse ground pork.
Oh my God.
Hungarian paprika and Worcestershire give Kanye an underlying smokiness spiked up with hints of jalapeno. The Kanye salami is best paired with strong, straight bourbon.
What?
Tweet at Kanye West and help make the Kanye salami real. So you hit this and it's like going to tag Kanye and say, hey, give us some of your meat.
How creepy is this?
This is really bothering me. This is really weird.
That's going to be the next thing, like on your charcuterie.
You can eat some human celebrity meat. So it's isolating muscle stem cells. We grow celebrity meat in our proper, I don't know how to say that word.
Proprietary.
Thank you. Bioreactors. Learn more about our process. Why? Why is this a thing?
I don't know. But it doesn't say, like, I was waiting to, like, scroll down and see that it's, like, some satirical site. Like,
It doesn't look like a copyright 2014.
How creepy is that? So would you eat it?
No.
You wouldn't?
I don't even eat cow or pig. I'm not going to eat human.
Would you be more likely to eat human than cow or pig?
If I had to pick?
Yeah. Do you want a slice of Ellen or do you want
Jennifer Lawrence or James Franco? This is really weird. And the pictures they have are disturbing because it's like the closest up picture of the fatty salami.
Well, Ellen's blended with ostrich, if you're curious.
Oh, okay.
And black pepper and garlic with a playful kick of mustard to give Ellen salami a highly approachable and well-rounded flavor. That didn't age well. A hint of brandy and shallots will finish off Ellen salami in an exquisite fashion. That's so freaking weird. This really is the Hunger Games. Or,
It is.
What's it called? Handmaid's Tale. That's where we're going. That is creepy.
Okay, so everyone go on bitelabs.org and send Angela some salami.
I mean, if somebody else bought it, I'd probably try it. I probably would. Are you kind of curious what human tastes like?
No, I'm really not. I'm really not.
I bet it wouldn't be very good.
Ew.
It'd probably be really fatty. Speaking of food, have you had any good Trader Joe's trips lately? After we're talking about eating humans?
No, actually. I need to go. I haven't been for a while. But there is a restaurant that I want to go to.
Tell me about it.
So it's called Otium. Otium. Otium.
What the hell is that?
I don't know, but it's this really fancy-ass place in LA.
Oh.
And
it takes a lot for me to go to LA.
Well, me too. It's not my favorite place in the world. But the owner of this restaurant is the guy that won some Food Network challenge show.
Oh, okay.
And I watched the whole show at night when I couldn't sleep.
What show?
I don't know. It's on Netflix.
Oh.
I can look it up for you. But I found his restaurant and I want to go and eat there. Maybe we'll do that for my birthday.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what like delicious snacks I've had lately.
I need to go to Trader Joe's.
Yeah, me too. I haven't been to Trader Joe's in a while. I have been to Grocery Outlet, and that's always fun. And I got these really delicious, what is it called? Vital Proteins, coconut milk collagen lattes.
Ooh.
So yummy. So delicious. It's like a little single serving packet, and you just add hot water. It's really tasty, and I feel like I'm being healthy when I'm drinking it, even though it's probably like not the greatest for me.
Hey, did you watch Manifest yet?
Yes, I haven't finished it.
What do you think of it so far?
I like it. But I heard that after like the 5th episode, it gets stupid. But I like it so far, and is it bad?
No, it's so good.
Really?
I binged both seasons.
Oh, how many seasons are there?
2.
2 on Netflix? Mm-hmm. I'm only on like episode 4, I think.
It's good.
I like it.
I mean, not every episode is good as the first, few. Mm-hmm. But there's definitely things that happen that are like really good.
There is parts that bother me where like I feel like things are super obvious, but the actors like in the script is like they don't realize it. The characters, I shouldn't say actors.
Sure, I'm with you.
The characters don't realize it, and I'm like, how did you not put that together?
Yeah,
that was like super freaking obvious. So parts like that bother me, but
it's good.
It is pretty good.
I really liked it. The show that I watched was called The Final Table.
Oh, I think I saw that.
OTM.
I've not watched it.
Is the name of the restaurant I want to go to.
I just watched The Great British Baking Show on repeat because it's like my comfort
Is that
show.
what you like fall asleep to?
Yeah, sometimes.
I fall asleep to Criminal Minds.
Oh. Yeah.
I love
The Great
that show.
British Baking Show is just like so happy and soothing, and just like there's no conflict and everybody's cheering for each other.
Does it make you hungry?
It does. See, that's the problem is like I swear if I fall asleep watching that show, the next morning like I need to have a muffin or a
But that's
cupcake
kind of the good thing about that show is that like sometimes they make stuff and you're like, what the hell is this? It looks delicious, but I've never heard of these words
like
before.
90% of the things.
Yeah.
I feel like here in the U.S. we have cookies, we have brownies, we have cake, we have pie. Is there anything else? That's it. Those are
bread.
Various types of bread. But they have like fucking 18 different kinds of cake.
With like gel and like shininess.
And they all like know what these things are.
Yeah. And they like different textures. Like sometimes it's slimy looking and sometimes it's like super dry, scony looking. And yeah. No. It's an interesting show.
It really is. I like it.
We've been talking for an hour.
Okay,
so when we get together again, are you going to have a story for me? Like a real story?
Yeah.
Like a real podcast story?
Hopefully.
Okay.
Just a reminder. Well, okay. Here's the thing.
This is the deal.
Here's the thing. I knew from like shortly after I pulled my area.
Topic? Mm-hmm.
Like, well, because we're not topic.
Oh, right.
We're just like my state.
Mm-hmm.
I knew like what I was going to talk about.
It's been so long I don't even know what state you pulled.
Louisiana.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew what I was going to talk about because my boss had recommended this book to me like a couple of years ago. And I told him like, okay, so he loaned this book to me. Like he literally handed this book to me and he's like, you should read this. It's really interesting. And I was like, sure, boss. And then I proceeded to download it on Audible.
Nice.
Dude, the thing is like super thick. It's like, let me just tell you this. So on Audible, it's 17 hours.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's how long this story is. And that's like part of the reason why I don't have my homework done, because it's just a lot. And I have to just sift through and like just get the juice.
Yeah.
The juicy bits.
So is this going to be a 2-parter?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But I'm re-listening to that audiobook to get, because I know the story, but like I want to really know the story.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the thing is, other than this book and maybe like 1 or 2 YouTube videos, there's really not a lot of info on this story.
Well, I'm kind of excited. Are you going to tell me like who the person's grandparents are and what elementary school they went to and who their best friend in kindergarten was and what they wore for their cheerleading tryouts?
Absolutely not. Oh. No.
Because
there's way too many things that happen to even like begin to tell you any excess.
No Bobby Teets.
No.
No Bobby Teets.
There are some bobbing. No, I shouldn't say that. That's really fucked up.
Oh, shit.
There are some bobbing teats going
on. Oh, no. Okay, well, hopefully you don't get overwhelmed, and hopefully we get to hear the real story.
Yeah.
But this was like a kind of an interesting episode. I mean, at least for us.
I thought so.
I mean, if anyone makes it past 5 minutes, I'll be surprised.
I don't care.
But this is how Angela and I talk.
Pretty much.
This is our back and forth ADD TikTok Adderall conversation.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Why are you laughing?
Because it feels really weird saying, "Don't forget to be a fountain."
Oh, hasn't it felt weird from the beginning?
No,
it's an inside joke that we made like 15 years ago that nobody else understands.
But you can't forget to be a fountain
and not a drain.
Bye.
Bye.